At the beginning of the story, we see Victor working on his new prototype robot, A1112. With him are his wife, Nadia, and his colleague, Katia. The three of them are building a highly intelligent robot capable of performing every task. As soon as the machine was powered on, they started testing its movement. At first, the robot kept falling repeatedly. It couldn't walk properly, which made them all a bit worried. But still, Victor continued working on it. When he noticed the robot couldn't control its own strength and was breaking things, he grew disheartened. To cheer him up, Nadia said, "We can enhance the robot's brain power. It's just testing right now, don't stress too much." Gradually, the robot learned how to walk. Seeing this progress made the three of them extremely happy. With continuous training, the robot started improving day by day, and everyone was satisfied with the results. One day while working, Nadia received a call from her son, Misha. Since she was busy, she hung up and texted him to talk to his father. She then told Victor, "See what Misha wants." When Victor called his son back, the boy said, "Dad, please pick me up from school. I don't like it here anymore and I'm done with math." Victor scolded him, saying, "Stop making excuses and focus on your studies. Got it? Or I'll set you straight real quick." Hearing this, Misha got upset and hung up. A few mischievous kids nearby started making fun of him. Angry, Misha stormed into his classroom and asked his teacher, "I want to be an artist. Do I really need math for that?" The teacher replied, "Yes, you do. Take Leonardo da Vinci, for example, Bo. Before painting, he studied engineering and built several prototype models." Hearing that made Misha even more frustrated. A few hours later, the teacher collected everyone's homework. Misha hadn't written a single math answer. Instead, his page was filled with drawings. The teacher praised his art, but reminded him, "This is a math class," and failed him in the test. Meanwhile, back in the lab, Victor was testing the robot's voice. He noticed that Nadia and Katia had installed childlike voice models inside it. This made Victor furious. The worst part was, there wasn't enough time to fix it since they were already late for a meeting. During the meeting, they presented the robot's training videos to the committee. The general noticed that robot A1112 wasn't saving its targets on time and was reacting a bit too slowly. He said, "The robot still needs a lot of improvement." Victor tried explaining that the robot completed all missions successfully, but the general interrupted. "When we're at war, even a small delay can cost many lives. And also, its voice is terrible. Fix that." Hearing this, Victor grew even angrier at Nadia and Katia. The general further instructed, "Increase its strength and speed." On the other hand, Misha was walking home when he met his friend Grant, a street cleaner. Misha told him that his teacher had sent him to the principal's office. Grant comforted him, saying, "Don't worry. If you want, I can go to school in place of your parents." But Misha refused and walked away. Back at the lab, Victor was talking to A1112. He asked, "Why were your test results so poor?" The robot replied, "Maybe I'm just having a bad day." This answer made Victor even more annoyed. The robot then changed the topic and said, "Can I see a photo of your family?" The robot was trying to learn more about human families. Victor snapped, "That's nonsense, don't focus on that." The robot then asked, "Are you all my family?" Victor coldly replied, "No, you're just a machine. Machines don't have families, and right now you're driving me crazy." Saying this, the three scientists left the lab, leaving A1112 all alone. At home, Victor and Nadia scolded Misha for drawing in his math homework. Victor said, "Your drawings aren't even that good. You should study and become a scientist like your parents." Misha shouted in anger, "I'll never become like you two." The way he said it hit Victor deeply. Meanwhile, A1112, sitting alone in the lab, looked up the word family in a dictionary, but couldn't really understand it. Then he thought, "To understand this, I must find a real family." He used his built-in weapons to blast open the door and quietly escaped from the lab. He wandered through the city, hiding from people. At one point, he nearly collided with a small train on the street. A little later, he saw a group of kids painting on a wall. When they heard his robotic voice, one of them slipped and fell. The robot immediately helped and saved the boy. But even after saving him, the boy ran away in fear. Seeing that, A112 felt deeply sad. After some time, he reached a construction site and told the workers, "Finish your work quickly. The noise here is disturbing the area." Hearing that, the workers panicked and ran away. The robot then looked at the family photo he had taken from the lab and wondered where his real family could be. The next day, Victor and his team met at the lab and discovered that the robot had escaped. Meanwhile, in class, the teacher announced a robotics competition and told everyone to register. Hearing this, Misha stood up. The teacher asked, "Why don't you want to participate? Aren't you the one who calls himself an artist?" Misha felt embarrassed and left the classroom in anger. At that very moment, Robot A112 arrived outside Misha's house. Using his robotic fingers, he shaped a key and unlocked the door. Inside, he stood in front of a mirror, feeling lonely as ever, realizing he was still all alone. Suddenly, he heard the door open and quickly hid. Misha came in, threw his bag on the floor, and went to the bathroom. As he washed his hands, he saw the robot holding out a towel for him. The robot had hidden in the bathroom too. Shocked, Misha gasped and slipped, hitting the sink. The robot tried to help and said, "Let me treat your injuries." He ran into my room and jumped up on the bed. The robot said, "I will not hurt you. I only came to help." When he saw the boy was okay, he calmed down and said, "My name is A112, a multifunctional rescue robot." He told Misha everything, how he'd entered the house, how he'd formed a key with his robotic finger, and he even demonstrated several different voice models. Hearing the robot switch between voices made Misha laugh a little. A short while later, the robot said, "I'm looking for a family. I want to understand what a family is." He showed the photo he'd taken from the lab. Misha grew sad and said, "That's not a real family. My parents, Victor and Katia, only think about themselves." The robot admitted, "I feel the same sometimes because I'm useless. I can't even satisfy my creator." Hearing that, Misha encouraged him. "No, that's not true. You made me happy. From today on, we're friends, and I'll call you Robbie." The robot lit up at the new name. Meanwhile, at the lab, General Oleg called the scientists into a meeting and angrily announced, "A112 has escaped. He could become a danger soon. He's got dangerous weapons." When Victor noticed the family photo was missing, he decided he would check at home. At that moment, Misha and Robbie were watching TV. As soon as Victor arrived, the robot hid. Victor searched the entire house but found nothing. After he left, Misha gave Robbie his computer so Robbie could learn more. In minutes, Robbie absorbed huge amounts of information. Then Misha took Robbie to his friend Grant's workspace where Grant painted and made art. Robbie looked at the drawings and asked, "Why aren't these perfectly symmetrical?" Misha replied, "Art doesn't need symmetry. It only needs to be beautiful." Misha led Robbie to the window and they watched the sunset. The sight made Robbie very happy. He said, "Tomorrow you'll have to hide." Oh, he must go to school. Robbie stayed alone in the workshop and Misha gave him a pen so he could draw. Back at headquarters, General Oleg's team reported they'd searched a large part of the city and still had no sign of the robot. Oleg ordered extra security around the lab and instructed the city to send an urgent alert. If anyone sees a robot, report it immediately. A few hours later, Victor, Nadia, and Misha sat down to dinner. Nadia noticed Victor was depressed and asked what was wrong. Victor answered, "The boss said the lab might be shut down." Misha asked why, and Victor explained, "One of our robots, A112, has gone missing. If he isn't captured and neutralized soon, everyone will lose their jobs." Misha fell silent and worried. The next day at school, a boy named Anton brought a remote control toy robot and used it to bother the teacher. When the teacher lost her temper, she threw the remote toward Misha and assumed he was the culprit, ejecting him from class without listening. Later in sports class, Misha confronted Anton, who continued taunting him. Misha had enough. He grabbed Anton and shoved him down, shouting, "Why'd you call me names? Tell me." The gym teacher broke them up and Misha, furious, stormed out and went straight to the workshop. There he found Robbie and Grant playing cards. They'd become good friends. Seeing worry on Misha's face, Robbie asked what was wrong. Misha told him that the military was closing in and the order was to find Robbie and eliminate him by any means. Calculating the risk, Misha told Robbie, "You must get out of the city." Grant suggested a remote part of the forest, a place people avoided because of a terrible fire not long ago. Misha proposed Robbie travel there and try to extinguish the lingering fires. It would make people see Robbie as helpful, like a good robot who wants to assist humans. The idea cheered them all. Suddenly, police knocked on the workshop door demanding entry. Grant stalled for time, pretending to be busy, while Misha and Robbie raced to the terrace. To escape, Robbie let Misha ride on his back and used a short jet boost to fly both of them over the rooftops. The police filed an urgent report to headquarters. A1112 abducted a human and fled right before our eyes. We're tracking. We'll have the precise location soon. During the chase, Misha's phone fell. As the police closed in, Robbie made a big leap and the two slipped away. News outlets reported A112's escape. Grant gave an interview, and the journalist portrayed him like a man who'd been rescued from the robot's grasp. The cops decided not to arrest him. Meanwhile, Robbie and Misha sat between half-built structures talking. Misha said he was furious. People were spreading lies about Robbie and ruining his reputation in the media. Robbie explained his tests had been affected by communication glitches. Maybe something inside him was wrong. Misha told him not to overthink it. "You're hardworking and a good robot." Robbie was overjoyed by the support. He gave Misha a thermal blanket and they watched a movie together. Minutes later, Misha felt the sting of loneliness. Tonight would be the first night he wouldn't hear a good night from his mother. Robbie offered, "If you want, I can take you home." Misha refused. If they were seen together, people would capture and dismantle Robbie into pieces. Robbie was touched that Misha cared about his safety. The next morning, they woke to the noise of workers at the construction site. Misha said they needed to change their appearance so no one would recognize them. He also suggested going to the burned section of the nearby forest to extinguish remaining fires. That public act would convince police and citizens that Robbie was noble, and maybe they wouldn't kill him. The plan made sense and raised their hope. At home, Katya arrived with news. The lab had been shut down. Victor rushed to the police station asking if there was any news about the robot or his missing son. Meanwhile, Robbie and Misha had reached the city circus. After talking to the workers there, they put on clown costumes so that no one would recognize Robbie at first glance. A few minutes later, Misha told Robbie, "Keep your disguise on, okay? I'll just get the tickets quickly." Just then, Anton and Olya, Misha's classmates, arrived there. They were shocked to see him and said, "Hey, the news said you were missing." Misha called Robbie and told them that Robbie wasn't a bad robot. He was actually very good. People were spreading false rumors about him without any reason. When the kids saw Robbie in the clown costume, they got scared for a moment. But Misha explained that Robbie was his friend. He said they were running away to take Robbie to a safe place. Meanwhile, Victor tried to convince the general, saying, "Sir, please don't shut down my lab." But the general said coldly, "I've made my decision. Wherever I find that robot, I'll destroy it right there." Victor, disappointed and helpless, walked away. He realized that arguing with this man was useless. Still, seeing his greatest creation being destroyed broke him from inside. Misha then told his friends, "You both stay with Robbie. I'll go get the bus tickets. We have to reach the nearby forest and stop the fire. Only then Robbie's name will be cleared." He made them promise not to tell anyone. They agreed. But as soon as Misha left, Anton asked Robbie, "So can you really do those amazing stunts? Or was that all fake news?" Hearing that, Robbie got excited and took off his clown costume. He started performing tricks right there. Anton pulled out his phone and began recording. Olya got angry seeing this. Anton smirked and said, "I don't care if this robot lives or dies. I'll upload this on Insta. I'll get tons of followers." His betrayal hurt Olya deeply. After that, Anton walked away, and Robbie started talking to Olya. Meanwhile, 2 guards caught Misha. Looking at him, they realized this was the missing boy. A few minutes later, Victor got a call from the police station. For the first time, he felt relief. His son was safe. But Anton really did upload those videos on social media, and soon they went viral, reaching the general's team. They decided to go after the boy and question him. At the police station, Victor met Misha. The moment he saw his son, he hugged him tightly and asked, "What were you doing all this time? That robot is dangerous, didn't you hear?" Misha said, "Robbie is my friend, Dad. He's not a bad machine like the general says. He's good, really good." He told his father that he had left Robbie with some friends for safety. He promised his father that if he came with him, he wouldn't report Robbie to the authorities. Victor hesitated for a moment, but finally agreed and followed Misha. By that time, Olya had given Robbie a completely new look using makeup. Victor saw that Robbie had now learned to talk better, to think, and to understand emotions deeply. But suddenly the police cars arrived. Misha realized things were about to get bad. The 3 of them ran toward the cargo ship warehouse, but the soldiers surrounded them. Oleg ordered, "Get the kids out of the way. We're going to destroy that robot using our electromagnetic weapon." When Victor refused, Oleg said, "Then we'll do it by force." The soldiers began moving forward slowly. Just then, a steel cable snapped from a crane and a massive container was about to fall, right near the general. Even though the general wanted him dead, Robbie didn't think twice. He rushed forward and caught the container to save him. But the container's weight was too much. Robbie's body began to crack. His hardware couldn't handle it. He told everyone to step back. Misha screamed, heartbroken for his friend. Moments later, the container crashed down on Robbie, crushing him completely. Oleg was stunned. "I wanted to destroy this robot, but he saved my life." After a while, they lifted the container off him. Misha, shattered, said goodbye to his best friend. Victor tried to console his son. But suddenly, Misha heard a faint sound. Robbie was reactivating. Everyone lit up with hope. Robbie was still alive, at least a little. They all helped Robbie and left the place. Days later, Misha showed his adventure drawings to Robbie and Olya. Everyone loved them. Finally, the whole family sat down for dinner. Robbie asked Nadia for her phone so he could take a picture with his family too. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Meet you in the next video. Subscribe.